Hello YouTube, welcome back to another episode of the Nerdwave Plays. Where did we leave off? Clap components. Let's see how far we can get today. It is Monday evening, recording, and it's almost 6 p.m. here. Another warm day.
Oh, don't worry,
But it looks like starting tomorrow we're going to start cooling off. Actually, today was maybe 2 or 3 degrees cooler than the weekend, and we're going to start seeing some more cooling by midweek. Thank goodness, because you know it's not officially fall yet, but we're close to fall. I always remember just like that, maybe the first week or two of September was pretty warm, and then fall started to kick in. Because this morning, on my way to work this morning, I stopped for hot chocolate at a local coffee shop. And I stepped outside, and it was actually pretty chilly. It must have been like high 60s, but it felt like the wind had this chill in it. I don't know, sometimes the temperature doesn't really tell the whole story, but it just felt like fall. It's like, oh, this is a nice feeling. I love me some fall. It is pumpkin spice weather time. No, I'm not a huge pumpkin spice fan. I love pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie, absolutely, but just like pumpkin beverages and all that stuff. Pass. Oh snap! Yeah, let's not die this early on. All right, bud. You asked for it. Get wrecked, son. Ooh, that's a lot of XP. 100 XP for that guy. Not too shabby. Hope everybody had a nice weekend. We're back here on the grind. Back to work, back to regular weeks. And no, it looks like, so let's see, if today's the 13th, so there's no other holidays for the rest of the month. And what I mean by holidays is like days off holidays. Nothing then. Next month we have spooky season, and while fun, no days off. It's not until November, so we've got a good, all of October and pretty much all of November, because it's like it's toward the end of November, so we've got a good 2.5 months or so before we get another holiday. Although you can argue that Halloween may be the start of the holiday season. Maybe unofficially. Officially, it would be Thanksgiving, from Thanksgiving to New Year's. But you can kind of make a case for Halloween, because shortly after Halloween, at least in the retail space, Christmas stuff goes up. It's like Halloween's done, November 1st, Christmas time. There's no break. There's just, you're just there. Christmas. Don't ask questions. It's Christmas. Here we are. There we go.
Stabby! I see 3 flashing red lights.
And I love Christmas. Don't get me wrong, I love Christmas, but it's like every year it seems like it arrives a bit sooner every year. That I don't like. I don't like Christmas stealing Thanksgiving's thunder because I love Thanksgiving. And even so, you know, I love Halloween as well. I don't want you know, like before it's like after you have Labor Day, it's kind of like fall mode. You know, not full on I don't know. I guess people used to decorate for fall. Like in our house, you know, we decorate a little bit for fall, but I know some people would really go all out. You know, you have the cornucopia has become a big thing, and there's just more, I guess, there's just people who are really into that, and they're more festive about that. But we weren't too hardcore about the fall. I mean, fall still kind of has a genericness to it as well. All right, little claptrap. Bye. Ooh, we got a blue. What did he drop? What did we drop? Dang. Oh, and on a side note, I did get some seat time in with Ace Combat 7, and it's pretty fun. I very much enjoyed it, and I would really consider doing some long plays of that once I kind of get a better feel for the game. So far, pretty interesting game. I kind of get the vibes of you know, if any of you have watched Area 88. You know, I wouldn't say it's a particularly popular anime, but it's still a great show, and it's about a well, general synopsis is it's about a group of mercenary pilots for hire, fighting in a war
That was all me.
in a fictional country. And the show centers around a particular pilot, Shin Kazama. And I won't give away the details, but if you like planes, if you like anime, it would be right up your alley. Unfortunately, I haven't heard of anything that's similar to it. And actually, truth be told, I had no idea it was even an anime until, you know, a few years ago. I had originally played a game on Super Nintendo, and it was called UN Squadron. And that game was based off an arcade game called Area 88. But, you know, come to think of it, I don't know if the game was based off the show or the show was based off the game. I have no clue. Boom. But anyway, definitely worth a play. You know, I played the arcade game. I do prefer the arcade game is a lot. It's more fun in a certain light. I think it's a bit easier, but it was also kind of meant to be. You know, when like you have an arcade game, it's all about, you know, dropping quarters in that machine because money, right? But when you're playing on an emulator, quarters mean nothing. So maybe that's why I thought it was easier. You know, really need to keep dumping money in there to, you know, to play the game and to win. But definitely worth a look. The SNES port is also really good. It is similar to the arcade game, but not exactly the same. And there is unfortunately no multiplayer as with the arcade game. If they had a split-screen multiplayer on the SNES, that game would have been awesome. But it might have been too much, maybe too much memory, like too complicated to do. I'm not sure why they couldn't do it. You know, if you had split-screen available for that game, that would have been awesome. What I know is how these claptrap with shotguns are so freaking deadly at the range that they're hitting me at. That I don't get. But anyway. Still got these Hyperion fools in their little fort. Checkmate. Definitely worth the play. There we are. Up. You go next, my friend. See ya. Scorpio turret away! Get wrecked, son. And we are just about out of ammo. Oh, snap. Well, assault rifle ammo. Gotta look for an upgrade on that storage deck upgrade soon, because even still, I'm still burning through it pretty quickly. Let's see what we can dig up here. Getting lucky. Ammo or weapons crates.
All right, we got guns over here.
Whew. Last night I had this unusual craving. Like, I remember having this snack when I was a kid, and it was like, you can get it with like frozen yogurt or ice cream, but I mean, you can use any flavor really, but chocolate ice cream seemed to fit the bill best. And you get chocolate ice cream, and then you ammo. So you get chocolate ice cream, and you serve it in a mug or a bowl, whatever, and then you get Oreo cookies or equivalent. Crumble them up. You know, some bigger chunks, some smaller chunks, but crumble them up into kind of a powder and layer that on top. And then you get some gummy worms and put them on top, inside, and it's supposed to kind of be like, you know, like dirt, you know. It's supposed to kind of look like dirt, you know, like you're digging for worms and eating worms. And I was like, wow, I really want some because it sounds incredible. And I ran out to the 99-cent store, which happens to be down the street, very convenient. And they did have Oreos. They did have Oreos, but you can get Oreos or you can get like the generic brand, not the Hydrox, which I believe was actually the original Oreo. Just Oreo had better marketing, but I believe Hydrox was actually the original cookie. But anyway, there we go. What was the brand? Like, they're like their like generic brand. I'm trying to remember the name of what it was. It's like Dutch made, Dutch something, and you know it's not bad, you know, considering for the same dollar, like you would have gotten 4 small individual Oreo packs, but the dollar also bought you a much larger pack of the non-brand cookies. And you know what? Like, you can tell they're not Oreos. You know, you can tell, like, the cookie itself, like, it doesn't taste the same. Like, the chocolate doesn't taste the same. And the cream filling isn't also a little different. You know, it's a little... Like, you can tell it's not an Oreo, but it doesn't taste... Like, it's not bad at all. In fact, it's similar enough that, you know, maybe unless, like, you have, like, kids who are, like, super picky eaters, they may not know the difference. And for a fraction of the price, you get a lot more. Like, it's hard to argue, you know, paying extra for the name brand when the off-brand is a pretty decent substitute for a fraction of the price. It's like, would I still rather have an Oreo? Yeah. You know, there's nothing like an Oreo. But as a substitute fill-in for the money, it's pretty darn good. I like it. And they didn't have the standard gummy worms. They had these worms that were like, it was like these 2 worms that were adjoined, and one was a sweet worm and one was a sour worm. Like your standard gummy worms are probably a bit more on the sweet side. I don't think the sour worm really fits in with the taste palette on there. So, like, yeah, the standard gummy worm would definitely be the way to go. But it was pretty delicious. I was like, wow, you feel like a kid again. Oh, snap! Let's not die. Not today, bro. That was close. I was way too close. I was standing too close to that fuel tank, and boom. All right. Let's pop a healing kit. One of the smaller ones is good because we're not doing too badly out here. Whew. Alright, let's see. So let's continue on to the southeast. We're at 70 out of 150 clap components, so we're almost halfway. Now, I don't remember if there's one after this. I think this is the last one.
Always room for more loot.
Not 100% certain. Don't quote me, but I'm fairly sure this is the last one for this series. Let's recover a little bit of health for a second. Ugh. Level 38, and we've got what, 1, 2, 3 bars and change to hit the next level. Roland's doing pretty good. So we got this. Off we go. All right. This sucker. Burn. Oh snap. I guess he had no grenade mod. That could have been much worse. Oh, not again. Oh. This mother duck. Alright, who was the other one? This little shit up here. Oh, these. All of you! Burn. There we go. Got a healing. A little bit of ammo. Alright. You know, this is always one of the nice things about Monday. It's like, Monday sucks, but we get to jump into some Borderlands money, so that's always a nice little treat to look forward to. Yeah, looks like we're back to normal stuff, normal work. Nothing really to look forward to for a while, but that's okay. This is kind of the last long spell of the year, from after Labor Day to Thanksgiving. Well, say Halloween, and then Thanksgiving, and then we have you've got the end of the year holiday frenzy, seemingly nonstop. That while it's so fun and I love it, it is incredibly overwhelming. You know, it's time consuming, expensive. If you're not, you know, you don't have a good plan, it can get pretty pricey. People kind of tend to throw away their budgets a bit. I mean, budget smudge it, you know. It's not necessarily a good thing either. You don't wanna get into crazy debt for the holidays and then spend a good chunk of the following year paying it back, you know, just for a little bit of fun and enjoyment in the short term. Yeah. Learn the hard way. You wanna have fun, but don't go broke having fun. You know, that's not cool. You just end up with more headaches later. Oh snap. Out of ammo. Boom. Alright. That's not too bad. Rifle, alright. Yeah, there's some here, nothing too crazy. What the heck? How many do we have? What are we gonna get away with? 85? That's not bad. Yeah, that's it. There doesn't seem to be as much here, but because they're all kind of concentrated and coming out of one area, they're kind of easier to take out. Just you keep them all in front of you, just shoot. The other one, like they're coming at you from behind, from the side. You kind of have to be a little more. You got to have that situational awareness, I think is the term. Oh, goodness. Done and done. Boom, boom, boom. 5. Alright, a little more ammo. We're gonna be fine. So, still need 165 more. Let's see if we got any spawns heading back in this direction. Well, we're getting shot at, though. That's a good sign. Not today, bud. Not today. Yep. I saw Claptrap, Freedom Fighter. Yep. Like lambs to the slaughter. Oof, okay, that's not a good idea. Oh. You. Alright, bud. We're on. Come on. See ya. Wow, all that for 500 XP?
I'm out of mag.
Now we're out of ammo again. Jeez. Oof. No shield. No shield is bad. Hurts, so I should hang back for a bit. Heals. Those kamikazes do give you a lot of XP, though. 1,000 XP a pop. Not too bad. Not a bad haul. As long as you kill them before they get you. If not, you're gonna have a bad time. I worked half the day in the office, and then I came home to work the second half of the day. I had to take care of some stuff in person in the morning. Like, well, I'll work in the morning, and then in the afternoon I'll come back and just work the rest of the day from home. Dang it! I missed out on my XP. No! Need that second wind, need that second wind. There we go. So I decided, I'm like, hey, well, you know, we'll stop by and grab some Mickeys for lunch. And then come on. Kamikazed again. Womp womp womp. Get back here. Yep. Yes. There's my second win. Kind of stuck in here. Not today, bud. Anyway, so yeah, I went in and got some of these and. of those that have, you know, 2 ordering windows, so one lane had someone in there already, and I'm like, well, I'm getting wrecked here. Snap, dude. Like, they came out in force. They're not messing around. Screw you, asshole. Shit. Eating my shield up. Can't tell who it is. But there is no winning. Ah! I guess the claptraps got mad that I kept killing the other claptraps. And they shall have their revenge. Anyway, so I got in and some lady's already at one window, so I went to the other lane. Screw you, asshole. Man, even with all these corpses, like, you can hardly tell where the live ones are at. Running out of SMG ammo too. It's gonna get spicy here. So I went to the other lane, got in line. Oh, it's these assholes in here too. You guy.
I love this damn thing.
Dang. Yeah, so I went to the other lane, and then I'm like, well, maybe I can try to beat her to the front, because, you know, I didn't have a big order, and I knew exactly what I wanted, but so she still beat me. So, you know, I'm waiting in line behind her, and she starts arguing with the cashier. I can't really tell what they're talking about, though. It's hard to tell. But they're having an argument at that point. Oh, what the hell is this? You! So, yeah, they're having an argument about something. I mean, all I really heard was like, she kept showing them their phone, so maybe it was something with the app. And then, like, I heard coffee, but I couldn't really tell what it was. It was too loud. There's too much traffic there. So I'm sitting there, and she's arguing with the cashier. Alright, you're ever gonna get down here? Or I can pay for my stuff. Screw you, guy. Get your ass back here. Get wrecked, son. Man. SMG ammo's running out. They're still coming. So they're still, I mean, they're arguing for several minutes. It's like, okay, dude, like, can we just not? Like, I want to go home. Like, I got to get my food, I got to eat, and then I got to get back to work. So, you know, I'm trying to be patient, just sitting there chilling, waiting for my turn, and finally, they move up from the order window to the pain window. No, wait, I'm sorry, I lied. From the pain window to the food pickup window. And then she starts arguing with the person there, too. And I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, lady. And it seems to be similar. She keeps pointing to her phone, and I mean, she went like, I don't know, is it like full Karen? Is that the prevailing term? So I'm like, okay, lady, like, I get you're upset. There's something wrong. It's like, let's just But like they kept trying to hand her like an iced coffee, like saying look, we're sorry. I mean, I heard the person, the worker at the window more clearly, you know, because she had a pretty loud voice. She's like, "Man, we're really sorry, but there was an error. You know, we're trying to fix your order. You know, please accept this coffee." Something like that. I mean, something to the effect of that. That's kind of what I patched together through. And she's like, "No, no, no, no." You know, something like, she's like you guys messed up, and you have to admit you're wrong, and I hope you're checking things, and like she's just like going on and wailing, and I'm like, dude. So then the vehicle behind me, or maybe 2 cars behind me, they start honking, and like he's looking at me and waving his hand. I'm like, where would you like me to go, sir? There's a car directly in front of me, and they're arguing with the register. So like I just like put my hands up. I'm like, I'm waiting here just like you. I don't want to be. I don't want to be sitting here in line waiting. Like, I gotta go home. I got stuff to do. I have a life. We all do. But the reality is, we're stuck. We're stuck waiting because someone is having some kind of issue. It is what it is. So finally, after all that, I finally get to the window. You know, I've already paid and such, so, you know, and the worker was very apologetic. She's like, "I'm so sorry, but she, you know, we were just having trouble with this guest." I'm like, "It's cool." I'm like, "No worries." I'm like, "I'm not gonna sit there and give you shit for that. You know, I'm sure it wasn't your fault." Or, well, I don't know if it wasn't their fault, but you know, it was nice that they apologized. You know, because you know, that's one of their key performance indicators is processing guests in a timely manner. And I mean, you know, we were there for several minutes while they were trying to sort this, you know, this problem and hash it out. So it's like, this is costing them time, you know, and you know, this doesn't look good for their, you know, for their performance. It's like, hey, you know, how can you spend so much time with this guest? You know, like, what's the deal? That's like, you know what, like they're already probably pretty stressed out over that. I'm like, I'm not gonna give you a hard time. I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it, it's all good. She gave me my food, I went on my way, I got it, and I'm like, okay, on the way home. So, you know, I finally get home. It's like, well, dang, now, you know, I want to hurry up and eat so I can get back to, you know, working. And so we're at 131 out of 150. So it's not too bad. I think we'll call it here. And the next time, round up the last bit and knock this quest out once and for all. Thank goodness. So let's get out of here. Let's sell. Let's ammo up. So yeah, I finally get home. And I'm like, oh man, you know, I pull into the complex, and then there's the, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Why can't you just leave me in peace? Asshole.
Someone always has the upper hand. Make sure it's you.
So yeah, and the it's trash day. So the trash truck is there, and he's blocking the only way forward. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Like, I'm finally home. I just want to park and eat, and there's no other way around because it's just one way in, one way out from there. But he was cool. He hooked up one of the bins to his truck, you know, and then he lifted it up on I don't know, the prongs or whatever you want to call it, and then he moved it out of the way for me so I could sneak by. I'm like, thank you. It's like, I'm hungry. I just want to eat and I want to work. Well, see, I was excited to work, but I just wanted to, you know, I wanted to get back to it because, you know, being away from the work too long, you fall behind, and I don't want to fall behind on stuff. Alright, ammo up. We'll have full ammo going into it for the next go around. So awesome. Thank you all for staying to the end. If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on a future episode. Looking forward to catching you all in the next one. Later days.